In the wild, there are predators that don't need a roar to instill fear. They are almost silent, but a single, precise strike is enough to end everything in less than a second. Snakes exist everywhere, beneath the African savanna, among the scorching rocks of Arizona, or deep in the Indonesian rainforests. And the most terrifying thing about snakes is that you never know exactly where death will come from. The ferocious attacks of snakes. Snakes are among the most mysterious and terrifying predators on the planet. They have no legs, no expression, and absolutely no warning sounds. The only thing that sometimes lets prey know danger is a rustling of grass or a shadow that just flashed past the corner of their eye. Their weapons are frighteningly diverse. Some species kill with venom that destroys the nervous system in minutes, paralyzing all muscles. Some species use venom to attack the bloodstream, causing prey to die slowly from hemorrhage and necrosis after a single bite. And there are snakes that don't need venom, yet still have enough strength to crush their opponents with their muscles and jaws full of sharp, curved teeth like hooks. They don't need to rush, because patience and masterful camouflage have made them true ghosts in the natural world. In the world of snakes, every attack is extremely fast and decisive. However, nature always has unexpected variables. The one who strikes first is not always the last one standing, and sometimes the predator becomes the victim in its own game. To begin this journey, we come to the grasslands of southern Africa. This is a place where death often lies at your feet, lurking behind the dry, burnt grass. Serval, a predatory cat with the longest legs in proportion to its body, was scouring every square meter for breakfast. But what it discovered today wasn't a field mouse, but a sleek, black mole snake that had just emerged from its burrow. Although not possessing the deadly venom of a cobra, the mole snake had a ferocity and jaws full of sharp, hook-like teeth, capable of tearing through the flesh of its opponent. Serval didn't rush in immediately. It circled around, constantly lifting its front paws to gauge the distance of its opponent's strike. While the snake coiled low to the ground, its head tilted sideways, ready to spring forward like a spring. Suddenly, Serval accelerated and delivered a powerful blow to the dry earth. But the mole snake immediately sprang back, its jaws narrowly missing the cat's leg. Serval immediately retreated, becoming wary and switching to a feline tactic. It relentlessly forced the snake to miss its strike, disrupting its opponent's rhythm and exhausting its energy, turning the hunt into a battle of wits and endurance. The decisive moment arrived when Serval delivered a thunderous slap, sending the snake's head plunging into a cloud of golden dust. Before the opponent could recover, the cat's jaws locked onto the back of its neck. The mole thrashed wildly, sending dust flying around both of them, but after a few seconds of desperate struggle, its body softened and lay motionless in the scorching grassland.
Oh my goodness.
In Africa, most predators choose to avoid direct confrontation with venomous snakes. They understand that a single, accurate bite is enough to end even the most spectacular hunt in tragedy. However, deep within the scorching bushland regions of the southern continent, a unique creature exists. It seems to have been born with the sole mission of hunting down and destroying those who carry that deadly venom. The bushland region of South Africa has a much harsher, drier climate than the northern savannas. Among the low thorns and narrow crevices, death often lurks in a coiled shadow. The mongoose moves cautiously, hunting not with its eyes, but with its incredibly sensitive nose, scanning every gap to find the intruder lurking in the shadows. The silence is broken when the cobra suddenly raises its body, puffing out its hood to display its strength. When cornered, the South African cobra can unleash a rapid series of bites. A bite to the face or neck contains enough venom to bring any creature down in minutes. But the mongoose still approaches, accepting the risky gamble. The mongoose constantly dances, changes direction, and leaps back to force the cobra to strike first. Each time the cobra missed its strike, the red dust beneath their feet rose in small circles. The moment between the deadly fangs and the mongoose's eyes was sometimes only a few centimeters, creating a breathtaking dance of life and death between speed and venom. The situation reversed when a strike grazed the mongoose's head, causing it to lose its balance in an instant. The cobra, seizing the advantage, raised its body and continuously pressed forward to finish it off. Just one more accurate bite would have decided the battle. And the loser would surely be the small animal struggling amidst the red dust. However, the moment the cobra lunged for the last time and missed, the mongoose darted sideways like lightning. Its small but extremely sharp teeth clamped down on the back of the snake's head. The cobra thrashed its body, trying to lift half its body to escape, creating a fierce struggle that sent both of them tumbling through the swirling red dust under the scorching sun. However, instead of ending with a fatal bite, the cobra cleverly took advantage of a momentary lapse in concentration from its opponent to slip away. The battle ended without either side losing a hand. The mongoose trudged away, and the snake quickly retreated into the rocky crevice, leaving behind a cloud of red dust that gradually settled in the suffocating silence of bushland. But not all deadly lands are covered in tall grass or dense, thorny bushes. Leaving the African savanna, we arrive in Arizona, where the ground is so hot that every creature must carefully calculate every move to conserve energy. In this harsh desert, the rules of the game have completely changed. Hunters no longer need long chases, because even the most venomous snakes can become the target of an unexpected reverse hunting scenario. In the Sonoran Desert, the rattlesnake is a symbol of death. Its most distinctive weapon is its tail, composed of hollow horn-like layers, capable of vibrating up to 50 times per second to produce a dry, warning sound. But the real danger lies in its extremely potent hemotoxin, a blood-destroying venom that can dissolve tissues and cause internal bleeding with just one bite. To hunt effectively in the scorching heat, it possesses highly sensitive, heat-sensing cavities on its head, allowing it to detect infrared radiation emanating from its prey's body, even in the dark. The tiny field mouse, completely oblivious, glides through the crevices of the rocks, unaware that it has become a bright spot in the thermal lens of death, lying motionless beneath the sand. A sudden, explosive bite occurs so quickly that before the dust on the ground has time to rise, its venomous fangs have already pierced its target. The mouse instinctively springs from the ground and dashes away in panic, clinging to life with its last ounce of strength. But the hemotoxin venom had begun its horrific work, destroying blood vessels and dissolving tissues the moment it came into contact with the bloodstream. After only a few meters of fleeing, the rat's muscular system began to paralyze. Its small legs wobbled, and it collapsed onto the hot stone ground. It convulsed violently for the last few seconds before becoming completely motionless. The rattlesnake didn't chase. It simply slithered along, coldly reaping the rewards of a swift and decisive attack. In Arizona, the sound of rattlesnakes isn't always a signal for creatures to flee. Amidst the scorching rocks, a roadrunner on patrol suddenly stops upon spotting a shadow coiled beneath a cactus. Instead of avoiding it like other creatures, this bird approaches with curiosity and calculation. It knows that beneath those scales lies a massive amount of energy. But to obtain it, it must confront the desert's most deadly venom. The rattlesnake begins to sense the threat. It raises its head, its tail begins to vibrate violently, emitting a dry, warning sound, ready to strike at any moment. But the roadrunner doesn't flinch. It begins a dance of death.
Yet one bite from the rattlesnake would kill her in minutes.
The bird constantly changed angles, leaping and landing just within striking distance of the snake, forcing the predator to repeatedly turn its head. It was a battle of reflexes, where Roadrunner used its agility to exhaust its opponent's stamina. In a split second of carelessness, the snake launched a full-force strike, but it only hit empty air. Taking advantage of the snake's inability to retract its head for defense, Roadrunner lunged forward with incredible speed. Its steel-hard beak repeatedly struck the snake's head, stunning it and rendering it incapable of further resistance. The battle ended quickly when the bird slammed the snake down onto the rocky ground, turning the desert's deadly predator into a well-deserved trophy for its daring act. Although the roadrunner is a formidable predator, it's not the greatest fear for rattlesnakes. Deep within the scorching crevices of the Arizona desert, there exists another species of snake that hunts its own kind. The kingsnake, true to its name. This non-venomous snake possesses an evolutionary privilege that makes it an uncrowned king. Its body is almost completely immune to rattlesnake venom. When the kingsnake begins to sense its opponent, the chase becomes incredibly brutal. The rattlesnake, usually so aggressive, behaves strangely. It doesn't dare bite back, seemingly instinctively telling it that its venom is completely useless. It only knows how to use its body to form a dome to shield its head or try to crawl away in vain. But the kingsnake is very proactive. It lunges forward, biting firmly onto its opponent's head, then quickly using its muscular body to wrap tightly around its prey. This finishing move is not the speed of venom, but rather a brutal torture by sheer strength. The kingsnake tightens its grip, causing the rattlesnake to gradually lose its breath. Once the prey is completely immobile, the kingsnake begins an extremely cruel swallowing technique. Because the prey is usually the same length as, or even longer than itself, the kingsnake uses its jaws to gradually push the rattlesnake inside in a very special way. It repeatedly folds the rattlesnake's body like an accordion inside its stomach to save space. After this massive meal, the kingsnake's body becomes stiff and swollen to the point of deformation, making movement extremely difficult. But it was a worthwhile price to pay for such immense energy, proof of the existence of a predator unafraid of any venom in this deadly land. Farewell to the arid deserts of Arizona. We cross the ocean to Indonesia. This is the land of volcanic islands and humid rainforests, where time seems to have stood still, allowing reptiles to continue their reign as they did millions of years ago. Here, confrontations are no longer simply a story of predator and prey. It's a battle of true kings, where strength, size, and venom are used to determine the ultimate position in the harsh food chain. In these humid forests, the king cobra is the ultimate terror of all reptiles. Imagine a legless creature that can stand upright, reaching eye level with an adult, staring directly at you with its cold, golden eyes. This is the world's largest venomous snake, capable of reaching over 5 meters in length and possessing an enormous amount of neurotoxic venom in each bite. This venom is so potent, it can bring down a several-ton elephant or kill 20 healthy men in a single spurt. However, when the breeding season begins, these giant males don't use their venom to kill each other. Instead, they engage in a powerful struggle for territory. Two massive bodies, raised high above the ground, reaching chest height to an adult, begin to entwine tightly amidst the slippery, damp, decaying leaves. They don't puff up their gills or bite, but use their full muscular weight to pin their opponent's head to the ground. In this battle, neither dared to strike first. For at such close range, the venom of their own kind was the only thing that could threaten their lives. The two struggled, tumbling violently into the wet mud until one began to run out of breath and could no longer maintain its height. The defeated cobra was forced to bow its head and retreat into the dense vegetation, yielding dominance of the territory to the one with greater stamina and willpower. This final battle is not for the faint of heart. As two of the top creatures in Indonesia's swamp ecosystem face off head-on, the king cobra and the monitor lizard. According to ADW research, the monitor lizard is the world's second-largest lizard, possessing thick, chain-like skin and an extremely tenacious nature. It shows no fear of the king cobra's venom. In fact, the monitor lizard is one of the rare creatures that dares to raid the tyrant's territory to hunt for eggs or even attack adult snakes. The ferocity begins when the king cobra delivers a lightning-fast bite to its opponent's neck. But the monitor lizard is no easy target. Its hard scales and thick layer of fat under its skin significantly reduce damage from the fangs. Instead of retreating, the monitor lizard used its long, strong tail like a steel whip to maintain distance, while simultaneously trying to bite the snake's body with its serrated jaws. Both spun around in the mud, one attempting to deliver venom, the other using sheer weight to overpower the other. The battle became breathtaking when the king cobra finally found an opening to firmly grip the monitor lizard's neck, injecting a massive amount of neurotoxic venom. However, the monitor lizard, with its tenacious vitality, did not succumb immediately. It lashed its tail, striking the snake in the face, temporarily stunning the king cobra. Taking advantage of this moment, the monitor lizard quickly devoured the cobra's eggs for energy and fled before the snake could recover. As the monitor lizard's figure faded into the distance, the king cobra, in agony, approached the shattered nest of eggs, its tiny unborn offspring still inside. The confrontation ended without a clear winner, but it exposed the brutality of the survival rules in Indonesia. In this land of ancient creatures, the line between predator and prey is as thin as a hair. Whether it's a venomous king or a resilient, scaled warrior, all must fight to the last breath to protect their position in the shadows of the tropical rainforest. The journey through the world's harshest lands has revealed a stark truth. Nature never shows mercy. From the African savanna and the Arizona desert to the Indonesian jungle, every confrontation is a battle for survival.
The suitors are evenly matched.
and the price to pay is life. In this world, no predator is invincible forever, and no prey is completely at a disadvantage if they know how to exploit their opponent's weaknesses. Venom, speed, or muscular strength, ultimately, these are just tools that help them maintain their existence in an endless cycle of survival. That cycle continues, silently and brutally, even when we're not there to witness it. If you enjoy authentic footage of the natural world and want to explore more fascinating survival algorithms, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episodes on the Fascinating channel. Your support is what motivates us to continue venturing into the wilderness and bringing you the most authentic stories. And now, thank you for joining us. See you on our next journeys. Land of Assassins. Serval versus venomous snakes. The battle of milliseconds. Under the scorching sun of the African savanna, a cruel rule exists. Whoever is slow will belong to Mother Earth. Welcome to Serengeti, the land of assassins, where every blade of grass can conceal a death sentence. In this fiery arena, we won't be talking about the brute strength of lions or the speed of cheetahs. We will witness a more sophisticated, dramatic, and mathematical confrontation, the battle of milliseconds. On one side is the serval cat, a speed genius with radar ears and springy legs. On the other is the venomous snake, the embodiment of death with its venomous fangs. In this life or death frontier, there is no room for leniency, much less for error. Are you ready to enter the most brutal speed battle on the planet? Don't let the serval cat's graceful appearance, with its long, slender legs and elegant gait, fool you. Behind that vibrant spotted coat lies one of the most effective predators of the savanna, with a hunting success rate of up to 50%, double that of the king of the battlefield, the lion. To understand why it's called a genius, observe a serval cat in the dry grassland. It stands motionless like a statue, but its enormous ears rotate continuously like a miniature radar system. Beneath the withered yellow grass, a cobra slithered silently, but to Serval, the sound was as clear as thunder. At this moment, an uncompromising confrontation began. Serval advanced step by step, coiled on its 4 steel springs. In the natural world, a bite from a venomous snake takes only about 0.1 seconds, faster than a human blink. Facing imminent death, Serval used its ultimate weapon, the speed of light's reflection. It didn't attack with its fangs. It used its hands to slap. The snake launched itself like a lightning bolt coated in venom, but Serval didn't flinch. It performed a vertical leap of 3 meters from its standing position, transforming itself into a phantom, illusory figure in midair. But before it even touched the ground, its paws swung out with lightning speed, striking the snake's head with a perfectly calculated physics. Each swing of its paws was not just for self-defense, but a punitive blow, enough to break the opponent's neck before the enemy could even register its target. This was the dance of a war machine, finely tuned to make venom a loser in the game of speed. That power didn't come from massive muscles, but from the absolute precision of milliseconds. But on the map of assassins, Serval was not alone. If we venture further into the arid scrublands and semi-deserts of Africa, we will encounter the caracal, the black-eared lynx. Although sharing the same continent, the caracal and serval ruled separate kingdoms. If serval is the king of the moist grasslands with abundant water sources, caracal is the ghost of the drier, harsher lands. They rarely confront each other directly, but both share the same genetic code for ultimate speed. To test the limits of this speed, observe caracal hunting a guinea fowl. In the world of birds, guinea fowl are expert escape artists, capable of taking off vertically as fast as an arrow. But against caracal, the sky is no safe haven. Look, as soon as the guinea fowl flap their wings and leave the ground, the caracal explodes like a detonated explosive. Without a run-up, it leaps over 3 meters high, performing a classic mid-air somersault. Its hands with sharp claws swing out, seizing its prey just as it reaches a height that other predators are powerless to stop. That explosive burst is not accidental, but the result of a body structure designed for devastating attacks. Unlike the slender serval, the caracal possesses a much denser and more powerful muscular build. Its most powerful identifying feature is its ears with their long, proud tufts of black fur, the origin of its name, black-eared lynx. Not just for show, these ears are controlled by more than 20 separate muscles, acting as highly sensitive antennas that help it locate prey in the dry, bushy environment with near-zero error. But the true engine of this machine lies in its hind legs. The muscles in the caracal's thighs have an extremely high density of fast-twitch fibers, allowing it to generate enormous thrust in an instant without needing a run-up. If serval is a refined high jumper, then caracal is a weightlifter with the soul of a speed killer. In terms of behavior, caracals are solitary and extremely hot-tempered. They don't just hunt birds or rodents. Their innate ferocity allows them to attack antelopes 3 times their own size. In the harsh, semi-desert regions where resources are scarce, caracal have learned to be more brutal than any other small cat. It doesn't just kill to eat, it kills to assert itself. In the Bush Kingdom, it has no rivals. It is this convergence of dense muscular strength and reckless nature that makes the caracal a formidable opponent when it inadvertently enters serval territory. The intersection of 2 kingdoms, where the humid grasslands of serval meet the arid scrublands of caracal, is the gray zone of the most brutal conflicts. Here, a rare but breathtaking scenario unfolds. Under the scorching sun, a giant cobra is trying to hide after having just killed its prey. But it doesn't know that it has fallen into the sights of two ghosts at the same time. From the east, Serval approaches with radar-like ears picking up every vibration. From the west, Caracal looms large like a true warrior, its ears proudly covered in black fur. The common goal is the venomous snake, but the real reward is the affirmation of dominance. The great battle erupts without warning. As the cobra raises its hood to attack, both ghosts simultaneously unleash their speed. Serval delivered a lightning-fast left slap to the snake's head, but Caracal, with his denser muscles, lunged forward, pushing his opponent away to secure the finishing blow. The Serengeti space was now in chaos by a dance of springs. Caracal roared, unleashing a slap of immense force toward Serval. Serval retaliated. These were no longer delicate hunting slaps. They were the practical blows of gladiators. Claws tore through the air. Growls echoed through the desolate wasteland. While the cobra, a fearsome venomous creature, was now a pawn torn between two raging storms of speed. This battle left no room for error. A single well-aimed slap from Caracal could stun Serval, but a counterattack from Serval's long legs could keep him at a safe distance. Two war machines, refined over millions of years, are now pitted against their most perfect replicas. At this critical juncture on the border, will Caracal's brute strength or Serval's lightning-fast reflexes prevail? And more importantly, amidst their civil war, will the legged demon find a millisecond gap to unleash its final, vengeful strike? An unprecedented encounter. Which side are you on in this battle? Team Serval with its light reflexes, or Team Caracal with its explosive power? In a flash, Caracal's muscular strength gained the upper hand. It delivered a powerful blow that sent Serval flying, then immediately lunged to lock onto the cobra's head, neutralizing its venomous fangs before its opponent could react. Knowing the game was over, Serval retreated, yielding the advantage. Caracal roared with authority, gripping its prey tightly before disappearing into the dry bushes with the speed of a ghost. The crown has been claimed. In the land of assassins, the victor needs not only speed, but also ruthlessness at the right moment. However, victory over a venomous snake or dominance over its own kind is not the final test. In the Serengeti, the predator of one moment can become the prey of the next, the moment the true kings reveal themselves. Whether the sharp-witted serval or the ferocious caracal, they remain only mid-level predators in the food chain, always living in the enormous shadow of the cheetah, and especially the lion. This dark corner of the savannah is utterly cruel. As the sun begins to cast long shadows, a majestic pride of lionesses appears on its territorial patrol. For lions, killing the cubs of other feline species is not about filling their stomachs, but a ruthless tactic to eliminate competitors in their infancy. Not far away, a mother serval and her cub are stealthily moving through the tall grass. Just a moment of carelessness when the curious cub strays a few steps from its mother and the death scenario is triggered. A lioness swoops out like a whirlwind. Overwhelmed and intimidated by the lion's immense power, Mother Serval could only stand frozen in helplessness as she watched her tiny cub being dragged away between their sharp teeth. The cruelty didn't end there. The lions didn't finish off their prey immediately. They formed a deadly circle, using their enormous paws to toy with the small creature trembling in despair. Amidst these seemingly playful but incredibly powerful blows, the tiny life slowly faded and was completely extinguished at the feet of these ruthless kings. The land of these assassins has just taught us the most valuable lesson. In the game of survival, speed and reflexes sometimes succumb to the absolute power of the strong. A bitter end for a speed genius. The savannah never ceases to bleed. What do you think of this cruel act by the lions? Is it cruelty, or simply an inevitable rule to protect the royal bloodline? Not only the lion, but another phantom also stalks serval from the high branches, the leopard. Ready to attack serval in the blink of an eye. If the lion represents overwhelming strength, then the leopard represents cunning and superior hunting technique. The existence of Serval the cat in Serengeti is a symphony of talent and tragedy. It possesses the ability to dominate smaller creatures, yet must always live in humility before the giants. Survival in this land is not for the complacent. It is an endless arms race, where every millisecond of vigilance is the price of life. The land of assassins has closed a chapter full of blood and tears. Here, the crown does not belong to the fastest, nor to the strongest forever, but to the one who knows how to adapt to see the sun rise tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on this challenging journey. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next deadly areas. Goodbye, and see you again.